Hi guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do your mortar for your bricks. I've taken some plaster of Paris and I've mixed it up to where it's a very thin, like soupy kind of consistency. And now I'm just going to push it on here and push it in the cracks. It's okay that it's getting on the outside because we'll fix that next video. I'll show you how to do that. The important thing is to get it in all of the holes. Okay, and just scrape off with the card, and I'm just using the top half of a gift card only because it was something I had and it kind of actually works perfect and something I don't have to buy. Okay, now I will tell you, you got to be kind of quick with this because plaster of Paris dries pretty fast, so you can't walk away and come back to it. I'm going to pause it so that you don't have to watch me do every one of these bricks. But this is exactly what I'm going to do for the rest of it down here. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that the entire thing is done, you want to take your card and you want to go with the brick. And scrape off any excess onto your bowl that you have it mixed in. Now for my bricks, I'm doing the aged effect, so I'm going to show you how to get that consistency and how you're going to be able to have bricks that look like they're really, really old. Alright, so now I'm just kind of going back over it, getting as much of the gunk off where it's like thick. Now you'll have spots where your wires are underneath and it may be bubbly. You want to make sure you hit those kind of individually a little bit so you can get that brick showing. You don't want it to fill in that spot. Alright, now I'm going to show you what to do next. Get yourself some rags or some old t-shirts. Alright, so now you want to take your old t-shirt or rag, whatever, nothing fluffy though, because you don't want to take out the mortar. And you just want to go over it lightly in the direction that the bricks are going. That's going to help you eliminate some of that buildup that gets on the end. Now when I got to the edge, I just kind of went like that so I could get it off of this part here. May not always come off, and that's okay. You can just go back over it with your finger like this.
And then
If you have a metal roof, be careful. You don't hit the metal and slice your finger. Again, this is just kind of helping you get rid of some of that buildup. Doesn't matter that the bricks have all white over it, because we're going to show you how to fix that and make it look like a realistic brick. Alright, now. Okay, so here is the antique look that we're going to try to achieve. Alright, now I've already done this, but I went back and I brushed some off so that you could see how to do it. You want to take a wire brush, okay? I found this in the automotive section. And you want to go over your grout before you have any paint on it. And you just want to go each line just so that your grout has a different level. So it's not all one level. Kind of go over it like that. And then it's going to end up having it deeper, okay? Now you want to take some watered down acrylic. I am using the Premier brand because I like this brand. It seems to be really nice and durable. And then you want to get yourself a nice paintbrush with a thick end. Stir it up, and it's literally going to be like water. Make sure you don't have any globs in there, and if you do, make sure they're little. And then you just want to paint over all of your brick. Make sure you don't see any white. If you want it lighter, then that's fine. If you don't want to age the brick, then you skip this part. I want to age my brick because this is a 50s diner and I just want it to look like it's old. Okay, so once you have it like that, it's going to look darker until it dries, and it'll dry a little bit lighter, but it will still be dark. So just make sure you go in any areas that you want to cover, then you do it. And remember, it can look different ways because there's no two bricks that's going to be the same. So you really can't do anything wrong by this. So like if I wanted to go back over there and maybe darken just this area, I would just go back over it once it's dry and add a little bit more watered down paint to it. And it'll just darken that area. If you have an area that's not covering, then just go ahead and take your wire brush over it a little bit more, and it'll rough that surface up a little bit to where the paint will stick to it. And if it's still not sticking to it, then you may have to get like a little bit of paint instead of the watered down paint. But chances are you're not going to have that problem. Okay, so there's that. And the next thing to do with this one would be wait for the side to dry. But this is what it looks like so far. Alright, now once that's dry completely, again, you want to go ahead and take your wire brush back and forth like this in between there, and that's going to brush out some of this plaster Paris so that your bricks aren't the same level as the mortar that you're using, which is the plaster. Alright, once that's done, then you will take your watered down acrylic and you will paint it. Okay, that'll cover all of your bricks and all of the mortar, and it'll age it. And then after that, the next step would be to paint your individual bricks. Alright, so if you want to go ahead and paint your individual bricks, I would recommend using the same paint, the Premier, because it really does do a lot better than the apple barrel paints and these little acrylics. These are really cheap, but that's the problem. They're really cheap. So if you buy them, they're great for doing grass and little things. They just don't give you a really good covered area like you would need, okay? Okay, so here are the color paints I'm using. You have the brown, the black, the red, and the white, okay? This is Rose Madder. They call it Mars Black. And then Burnt Umber. And then this is just white, I believe. Oh, titanium white. Regular white will do the same. All right, and they're made by Premier Acrylic. Sometimes you can get them on sale, and sometimes not. But if you can get them on sale, that's great, because they are usually like $4 or $5 a piece. sometimes a little bit more. All right, but they have a lot of pigment in them, so they really work. Now you want to get yourself some paint brushes, some with an angle, some without an angle. And then you want to make yourself a paint palette, and you want to go ahead and get just a tiny bit of paint on there, barely any, okay? And then you want to just go ahead and lightly brush over it. I'm not even sure if you can see that because it's very little. Okay? And you want to just pick different colors at various locations of your brick. And if you notice, I started out on this brick a little bit dark, and I came over here and I got a little bit light. And I left an open spot in the middle, okay? So that's what that's going to do. And don't worry about rinsing your brush after every color. Just go to the next color you want. Okay, if I'm going to use a little bit of white, maybe I want to mix a little bit of black with it, make it have like a gray effect. And then I'm just going to kind of go to that brick here and just kind of give it a little bit. And this is called dry brushing. It's where you're just getting a little bit of hint of the color that you're adding and still keeping the color behind it. Okay? Now, once you get all of your brick done, you can go back over all of them again with your watered down acrylic. Okay? And that'll age your bricks. You want to get some red? I would get some red and mix it in with some black. And that'll give you an amber, very dark amberish look. The important part is the edges more than anything. Okay, and I'm not going to do too much here because this is actually going to be where my sign for my store is going to go, so a lot of this is going to be hidden anyway. So I just really need to concentrate on the outer edge. Now, if you do want a heavier look, you just add more paint, but then that's not dry brushing. That actually just ends up being painting. Dry brushing, you would not be able to get this deep, thick edge that I'm doing on this brick. Okay? Now, when you get over to your edge, you want to go ahead and make sure you get this edge and make sure you hit the edge of the brick on the side. Make sure you're seeing this in here, just like that. Now continue that process throughout the entire thing. Hopefully you can see this. How we've added just a few colors in the different ways that it can be done. And then there you go. On that side, that's what it should look like. Now this is with a coating of the watered down acrylic on top of the colors, so you'll notice the colors look a little bit different. And what that does is that takes away any of the white spots that are in the bricks here, and it helps it age it a little bit more. Alright, so that's it for that, and I will see you next time. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a question, suggestion, or comment below if you want to hear about the new projects that we do or any new builds. We do free dollhouse furniture, and we do provide you with the templates for those. It does take a little bit of time, so it's not always on there right away. However, it will get on there, and then you'll be able to download it, and then you'll be able to create it from the tutorials. All right, well, thanks a lot, and we will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.